Hi, my name's Ryno, a self-proclaimed Paladin god in video games, and welcome to Every MMO Always Paladin, the series where I try to play every MMO and I always play Paladin. Today we are playing a game that is not even released yet. We are playing the public playtest for Fellowship. The playtest has been going for less than a day and I already need to check into rehab for it. But at least I can say I was ranked 214 in the world. Right? After the tutorial, you spawn into the Stronghold, which is a town to park yourself in between dungeons. You can group up with friends here, and then find a dungeon. You need to kill a certain percent of the enemies, and the final boss, and so we did. Of course I am tanking, and I have no clue where to go, but I figured, towards the boss, is a good idea. Since this is a base dungeon, most mobs are basic right now, but interrupts are already important. And we will get introduced to the boss mechanics. Since this is a playtest, I don't want to spoil a ton, but this is not supposed to happen. Still top 500 baby. I heard an audio cue, thinking I was strapped down, but I wasn't. Anyways, I got my loot. Learned how to access it, and got him out. More. Like I said, I don't want to spoil too much, and suggest you all try this game for yourselves while you can. But let's review the gameplay loop. After completing new levels of dungeon, you get various rewards to power up your hero. There are currently 6 heroes, 2 per role, and a handful of long and short dungeons, each scaling endlessly to match your specific skill set. You just pick your hero, dungeon, and the difficulty, and you go get some loot. As the difficulty increases, so do the dungeon modifiers, but unlike other games, this means different types of mechanics to deal with, rather than just absurdly high levels of health and damage. After a +2 instance, I unlocked my first full-size dungeon. In this game, they have 1 boss encounters to save time, and then they have longer 3 boss dungeons. So let's check out a longer dungeon, but not without mounting up first. You still need to kill a percent of the enemies. But there are 2 bosses you have to kill to get to the final boss. Also, unlocking these campfires throughout the dungeon will set your respawn there. But I recommend not dying, unless you're the final boss. More rewards, and we have unlocked talent points. At this point, you have seen the core gameplay. I won't ramble on about how things scale, it's kind of obvious. But this guy must be role-playing as a retail WoW player. I pulled these 2 packs away from the patrol routes, so my DPS or healer wouldn't pull them, but the mage is standing in their route, casting. And he aggroes them. Which is no biggie. I don't expect everyone to be at my level of MMO dungeon grinding, and I did my best to clean up this pull. But mobs in this game have a burst of threat generation they will get when they first see a player, and this was too much. So we try again, but not without first getting coaching from the moron who got us killed. I just ignored him, probably like his parents throughout his childhood, and chugged along. Until the very next pull. For some reason the mage runs off to some other mobs, while I go to the mobs we need to kill. I had to pause for a moment, just look at where this guy is, keep that in mind. Okay, continue. He sat there casting, and pulled the patrol. And the high IQ individual's escape route was right through another pack of mobs we didn't need to kill. Again, no big deal, it's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
But if you are sucking on 2 rocks at once, don't call me a rock sucker. Of course he had more criticism to everyone but himself for not being aware of his surroundings. This must be a bug. When you stand where mobs patrol, you get jumped. No matter what. Yes, I asked if he was dumb. Because at this point I wasn't sure if he was trolling or not. He was a little confused about what happened. He said I wasn't paying attention. And before he tried to coach the group again, I lost my cool.
I'm known to lose my cool, but that's cool cause I'm known to be too cool.
This guy wanted my bot review services for free, but let me explain to you where to go. Bluish. Ready? Here. Not here. Phew, that took a lot of my brain power to figure out. Why is it always the dumbest MMO players who are the loudest? Anyways, this game is really fun. And that was my only encounter with the terminally online in Fellowship. But check out my video about retail WoW for more cretins like this guy. You can try Fellowship by clicking the link in the video description, or finding it on Steam. Okay, bye. Only 7% of you are subscribed, and that's a sin.